Look at your phone for a second. Be honest. Are you waiting for a notification? A reply? A reaction? Some sign that you matter? Here's the uncomfortable truth. If your mood changes based on who texts you back, you don't control your life. Ido. Most people think becoming untouchable means becoming cold, emotionless, distant. That's not power. That's avoidance. Real power is different. It's feeling everything and choosing what deserves a response. Let me show you how the top performers do it. Think about the last time someone disrespected you. Maybe your boss made a sarcastic comment in front of everyone. Maybe someone left you unread after you sent a long message. Maybe a friend canceled plans like you were optional. What happened inside you? Your chest tightened. Your mind started racing. You replayed the moment over and over. Maybe you typed a message, deleted it, typed again. Why? Guys, listen, because your nervous system was hijacked. There's a psychological term for this. Emotional reactivity. And here's what most people don't realize. Reactivity is a loss of status. The moment someone can predict your reaction, they control the dynamic. Have you ever noticed how the calmest person in the room usually feels the most powerful? That's not an accident. That's regulation. But here's the twist no one talks about. Stop trying to be emotionless. That's the wrong goal. The real goal is emotional sovereignty, meaning your internal state is not for sale. Relax, guys, and think. Read that again in your mind. Your internal state is not for sale. Let's flip the perspective. Why do insults hurt? Not because of the words, but because of what they touch inside you. If someone calls you incompetent and it ruins your day, it's usually because there's a small doubt inside you that whispers the same thing. That's called confirmation bias. We react most strongly to information that confirms our hidden fears. So when someone triggers you, it's not proof they're powerful. It's proof there's unfinished work inside you. That's not weakness. That's awareness. And awareness is where control begins. Pattern interrupt. Stop trying to win every emotional exchange. Start trying to observe it. Here's the hidden truth. People don't attack strength. They test boundaries. If you react loudly, defend instantly, or you signal something important. I need you to see me a certain way. That need is leverage. The top 1% in any field. Elite athletes, CEOs, high-level negotiators train one skill. Above all, response delay. They don't rush emotional output. Imagine this. You're in a meeting. A colleague subtly blames you for a mistake. Most people would jump in. No, that wasn't my fault. Let me explain. That's not accurate. But imagine instead, you lean back. You breathe. You look at them calmly for 3 seconds. Then you say, slowly, interesting perspective. Let's look at the data. No anger. No defensiveness. Now the room shifts. Because you didn't take the bait. That's called emotional non-compliance. You refuse to play the script they expected, and when you break predictable patterns, you gain psychological advantage. Have you ever seen someone stay calm while everyone else is emotional? It's unsettling, right? That's presence. Let's ground this in real life. Example 1. You send a message to someone you like. They see it. No reply. Your brain immediately creates a story. They're losing interest. I said something wrong. I look desperate. This is called narrative bias. Your mind fills silence with worst-case assumptions. Instead of spiraling, try this. You say internally, this is just incomplete information. That's it. Not rejection. Not abandonment. Incomplete information. Watch how your body relaxes. Same event, different interpretation. That's sovereignty. Example 2. Your friend makes a passive-aggressive joke about your progress. Wow, you're suddenly into self-improvement now. You feel the sting. Instead of snapping back or laughing nervously, you respond, yeah. I'm working on a few things. Simple, neutral. You didn't justify. You didn't attack. You held your ground without escalating. That's strength without aggression. Now let's build this properly. 3 pillars. First, the 24-hour rule. If something emotionally charges you, you do not respond immediately. Not to texts. Not to insults. Not to decisions. Why? Because emotions peak quickly and fade quickly, unless you fuel them with action. When you delay a response, you move from impulsive brain to rational brain. Most regrets happen in the first 5 minutes. Elite control begins in minute 6. Ask yourself how many problems in your life were created by immediate reactions. Exactly. Second, strategic availability. Your attention is currency. If you are always available, instantly responsive, constantly explaining yourself, you reduce your perceived value. This isn't manipulation. It's behavioral economics. Scarcity increases value. When you respond thoughtfully instead of instantly, you signal something powerful. My time has structure. People adjust to the standards you set. Third, the ego audit. Every strong emotional reaction hides an insecurity. Instead of suppressing it, examine it. If criticism hurts deeply, ask, what part of this feels true? Not to shame yourself, to strengthen yourself. When you own your flaws openly, no one can weaponize them. That's invincibility. Now imagine a year from now. You walk into a room. You don't scan for approval. You don't measure your worth by who acknowledges you. You speak when necessary. You observe when others overplay their hand. You don't chase energy. You attract respect through stability. That's the architect of silence. Not cold, not detached, grounded. The world is chaotic. People project, they provoke, they test. But you don't absorb everything anymore. You filter, you choose, you respond deliberately. So here's the question. The next time someone ignores you, criticizes you, or tries to pull you into drama, will you react automatically? Or will you pause and build control instead? If this shifted something in you, subscribe. Because here, we don't build louder personalities. We build unshakable ones. And remember, power isn't in speaking first. It's in choosing when to speak at all before you leave. Think, what's one situation this week where silence would give you more power than speaking? Don't react next time. Pause. Observe. Stay still. That's where control begins. If you're serious about mastering your emotions, subscribe. We don't chase validation here. We build unshakable minds. See you in the next one. Subscribe this channel.